Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this episode, we're getting into the Booker's 2025-02 by the Pond batch. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So the mash bill on this Booker's by the Pond batch is 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. The proof on this one is 126.5. The age statement is 7 years, 1 month, and 20 days. The SRP is $99.99. And as far as a secondary, you might see it up a little bit, that 120 to 125 range, but I really haven't seen it much higher than that out there. So anyway, let's get into this one and see how it is. So unlike most of my episodes, I have tried this one. It was back around the beginning of August. I actually recorded an episode on this one, but when I got into the editing process, I realized I had something wrong with the Zoom when I recorded it. I could only see like this much on the screen. So let's try this again. Let's see how the nose is. Oh yeah. Man, this is just a classic bourbon here. Caramel, vanilla, you get like a brown sugar caramel, oak. This is a really nice nose. Just as I had said, just a really nice classic bourbon. Yeah, caramel, vanilla, brown sugar, a little bit of oak, giving a little of that nuttiness you'd expect in this. That's a really nice nose on this. Let's get it on the palate. Let's see how this palate is. Love getting it on the palate.
Okay, we know you like it on the palate.
Boy, that has a nice bite right off the bat on this. And I just love a nice little bite when I first take a sip of some nice bourbon. But that caramel and vanilla are coming through. The oak is coming through more on the palate than it did on the nose, which I would expect. There's some cinnamon in here. Still getting that brown sugar. It's like a caramelized brown sugar in there. I'm liking it. This is just I guess you'd call it a quintessential bourbon. Just a classic bourbon and very good. For only being a little over 7 years, there's a lot of oak coming through in this, and I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people don't like a lot of oak. Personally, I like oak. I like oak a lot. And that oak's coming through. Yeah, that nuttiness that you'd expect on these Bookers is coming through on this, and that Jim Beam. Boy, that finish, that's going on for days on here, but it's 126.5 proof. You'd expect it to be long. That oak's really coming through on the finish. Getting some more baking spice, black pepper on the finish, which I get a lot. I tend to get a lot of, oak, and it just seems like more of like a black pepper on the finish for some reason. Not sure. Not sure why. Just, that's how I get it. All the way from the nose, the palate, and the finish, that caramel and vanilla, brown sugar, that comes through all the way through nose, palate, and finish. As I always say with these, annual releases or tri-annual releases, or these, that come out 4 times per year, they can't all get better and better. You're going to have ups and downs on these. You're going to have your, favorites, the ones you didn't like nearly as much. You know, the Bookers normally are okay. I think they're a little overpriced at that 99. They should drop that down to like a 69 or 79. I would be a lot better with it. But a lot of times, like I say, they're okay, not great. You know, I wouldn't say this one is great, but it's better than most that have come out recently, in my opinion. And I do like that nose. It's nice. Tell you what, that 126.5 went down pretty easy. Gonna have to hit some more of that. Like I need it. I do need it. It's not a need, it's a want. Yeah. Boy, as far as the rating on this one, you know, it always comes in some nice packaging with the, the box on it and everything, and all the detail that went into this one. But still think it's a little bit high priced. It is good though. I do really like it. I'm going to go it's pretty decent. I'll go an 8.6 on this one. You know, I think it's a little high priced for what it is, but it is pretty good. Like I say, it's just a classic quintessential bourbon on here. Yeah, this is a good one. Like I say, that price is a little high, but would I buy it again? No. If it was a little bit lesser priced, I would, yeah. But overall, if you do like the Bookers, if you like that profile, and you're okay paying the $99.99, I wouldn't go over that for it. But if you like the Bookers, you'll like this one. It's really good. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. That's it for this episode, and remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers, everyone.